If you've ever walked into a room and people suddenly straighten their backs, fix their hair, or mysteriously shut up mid-sentence, congratulations. You might not be rude. You might not be arrogant. You might just have a strong personality. Yep, it's a real thing. And today, we're diving into the 10 signs that your vibe might be louder than your voice, and why that totally freaks people out in a good way. So buckle up. You're about to find out if you're a walking force of nature, or just really confident at faking it. And I'm sure my personal advice will change your perspective. Let's go. 1. You don't chase approval, you generate it. You don't beg for likes. You are the like. People with strong personalities don't seek validation. They radiate it. You're not mean, just unapologetically you. And that can either inspire people or make them really uncomfortable. Because while everyone else is fishing for compliments, you're over here building a legacy. But hey, being bold doesn't mean being loud. In fact, the next sign, it's all about that quiet fire. 2. You speak less. But when you do, people listen. You don't waste oxygen on fluff. When you talk, it's not background noise. It's a calculated strike. Strong personalities have mastered the pause. You let others ramble, spill their thoughts, and reveal their cards while you sit there, calm and unbothered, collecting intel. You're not in a rush to fill the silence because you know silence makes people itchy. And when people are itchy, they spill the truth. Then, when it's your turn, you drop a line so sharp it slices straight through the noise. Suddenly, the room shifts. People stop scrolling. Heads turn. You've gone from background presence to center stage without ever raising your voice. You're not out here to dominate every conversation. You're here to own the right moment. And just when they think they've got you pegged, bam, you hit them with a plot twist they never saw coming. 3. You trigger insecure people without even trying. Here's a brutal truth. Strong personalities can be polarizing. Not because you're mean, not because you're bossy, but because your confidence highlights other people's doubts. You walk into a room and own your space. You speak up when it's easier to stay quiet. You're decisive in a world addicted to people-pleasing. And insecure folks, they hate that. Why? Because your presence reminds them of everything they're avoiding. Their boundaries, their voice, their potential. But here's the kicker. It's not your job to shrink just so they can feel tall. Let them flinch. Let them gossip. Let them mislabel your strength as arrogance. You're not here to win popularity contests. You're here to win yourself back. Ready for the next one? This one separates the leaders from the loud mouths. 4. You can smell fake from a mile away. Your BS radar isn't just good, it's elite. You can tell when someone's being fake, flattering, or flaky. And while most people smile and nod, you're already 10 steps ahead crafting an exit strategy. You don't hate people. You just prefer authenticity over performance. But don't get it twisted. Just because you can read people doesn't mean you're easy to read yourself. 5. You're mysterious, not manipulative. You're not hiding, you're filtering. Strong personalities don't overshare. You don't post every thought, feeling, or lunch pick online. People can't quite pin you down, and that drives them wild. Your vibe says, there's more where that came from, and your energy says, but you'll have to earn it. And while the world's busy oversharing, you're out here doing something even rarer. Thinking for yourself. 6. You don't follow crowds. You build your own lane. Trends? Cool. But if everyone's zigging, you're like, I'll zag. Thanks. You question things. You challenge groupthink. You don't adopt opinions. You forge them. And that makes some people uncomfortable because they can't predict where you're going or how fast. But hey, having a strong personality isn't just about how you act. It's also about what you don't tolerate. 7. You set boundaries like a boss. No is a full sentence in your world. You don't ghost, flake, or fake it. You draw lines with grace and enforce them without guilt. People might call you cold or difficult, but that's just what insecure people say when they can't walk all over you. You're not rude, you're clear. And clarity scares the unclear. But wait, there's a twist. Because even with all that strength, you've got a secret soft side. 8. You're deeply compassionate, but selectively available. Strong doesn't mean stone cold. You feel things deeply. You care hard, but you don't offer your energy like free Wi-Fi. You know your worth, and you don't pour from an empty cup, or even a half-full one. Your kindness is real, but it's not for everyone, and that makes it powerful. And if someone mistakes your calm for weakness, oh, they're in for a surprise. 9. You don't seek revenge. You outgrow people. You don't clap back. You level up. Strong personalities don't waste time on petty drama. You evolve in silence and let your growth be the loudest comeback. You don't burn bridges. You just stop sending traffic to the wrong ones. And now, the final sign. The one that really separates you from the crowd. Ready? 10. You inspire without even trying. You walk into a room, and people either want to be you or question everything about themselves. Strong personalities are mirrors. You reflect people's potential and their insecurities. You make people feel something, and that's rare in a world of surface-level noise. You're not trying to be an alpha, a guru, or a savior. You're just being real. And in this age, that's intimidating. So, how many of those signs hit home? If even 3 of them screamed, "Yup, that's me," then congrats. You've got a strong personality. And no, that's not something you need to fix. It's something you need to own. In a world begging for approval, your strength is your superpower. So keep being direct. Keep setting standards. Keep being that person who walks into a room and changes the temperature. Now for the personal advice. Don't dilute your edge to please the crowd. In a world full of generic motivation and recycled advice, your real strength lies in what makes you different. Maybe it's your humor. Maybe it's your raw honesty. Maybe it's the way you break things down with street-smart energy. Double down on that. Don't round off your sharpness trying to fit a mold. Because when you stop performing and start being you, consistently, unapologetically, that's when people connect. Not just click. Not just like. Connect. So here's the advice. Play long-term games with long-term energy. Build a voice, not just a brand. And never trade your truth for cheap applause. If this video lit you up, drop a comment below and tell me which sign was most you. And if you want more high-energy self-development like this, you already know. Like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell before your future self beats you to it. Your personality isn't the problem. It's your power. Now go use it.